Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Please, if you can get me clearly, type one in the comment section, please. Special good afternoon to Daddy Robinson. Did you succeed in doing the UBA deposit? Hello to you, Mr. Felix. It's been a long time. Hello, Leslie. Good afternoon, Frank. Good afternoon, Sivanus. Good afternoon, Tala. Et Borel. J'espère que ça va bien, Borel. Boda. Comment ça va? C'est noir. So I'm just holding on for others to join us so we can kickstart our today's session. One trade is triggered. One trade has been triggered. We might have said go for one goal. I go plus $600 in profit. After I go goal, I will move my stop loss above break even. Secure $50. Allah, they can knock him. I say come back. That's this say they will be the same for goal. Come back to play. I say. I'm not sure say the. I'm not for my SL. $10. I come out $50. I hang so. Na to my head you cut the fire. Boy. Now yes I say no. What will I show you? So I am. It go down. It go. Normally fine. We say all the I don't took position then so come. Cancel. Can come back so can knock around break even some bad then we go. You might say the movement I would catch him. Exactly for go to pay. Yeah, you use another side. 0.3. I get on 10 position. Go this day. Something doesn't happen. You know, I don't vex today. Your partner, was satisfied. I don't take that remaining $50, so I don't go withdraw. You go put my motor for garage in the wash and then buy juice and drink. Hey God. But everybody move to the really move with unidirectional volume. It goes and come back. Are we there? Okay, guys, let me know if you have a question to ask this morning. Let me know so that we can actually get that resolved before we push forward.
Bonjour.
How much are you chatting? Bonjour. Bonjour.
Oui, bonjour, j'espère que vous allez bien.
Bien, bien, merci et vous.
Non, ça va un peu. Est-ce que
Ok, monsieur Emmanuel.
le crédit ne va pas, hein?
Ça va pas?
Il ne va pas.
Quelles sont les difficultés?
Je me fais toujours piéger par le marché.
Tu ne fais pas?
Je me fais toujours piéger par le marché.
Et le trading, c'est en fait.
Je vais un peu partager mon analyse pour que vous voyez un peu comment j'aborde le marché.
Ok, partage tu peux envoyer la capture d'écran vers les sessions de commentaires là.
Bon, voici l'analyse que j'ai faite sur le gold.
Ok. Ok. C'est sur le graphique de 15 minutes, tu vois, non?
Oui,
Maintenant, en regardant l'analyse, je vois là où tu veux trader, c'est bon. Le train là est bon. Mais maintenant, pour répondre à ta question, pour ce que je dis que ok, c'est bon ou ce n'est pas bon, je ne dois pas seulement me focaliser sur le graphique de 15 minutes. Parce que lorsque je regarde, voici exactement là où tu vas acheter. C'est ça, non? Are you there? Les mosquées sont sur les noms de la police. Yeah, man. So I give you a boy, I know that you're an engineer. Okay. So, Mr. Emmanuel want to buy gold at this price level. What I'm going to say here is that, to me, gold has been very rich. When we look at gold since yesterday, we realized that gold was actually targeting a range into this point of interest right down here. 1. And there has been a daily range on gold, which has swept below. We want to consider key zones, right? So, with this, I can clearly say that si je dois regarder où acheter l'or, ça doit être ici, dans le point d'intérêt C. Et sinon en bas. Vous voyez, ça doit être long ici. Donc, je dois attendre que le marché fasse comment? Ça chute pour ici. Donc, si je me retrouve d'acheter l'or dans le graphique de 15 minutes, par exemple, il y a une forte probabilité que tu vas tomber dans la liquidité. So there's a big possibility that you're going to hang yourself into liquidity and the market is going to crush you. So, based on this small looked up, what do you think about this on gold? And what's your view based on 15-minute entry and the key points where you're supposed to react on the 4 hours? Let me get what you think in the comment section, please. Well, I said, go tire me to be. I tire, but I take my calculator and knock up 650, close to 400K. I take that extras. I will go buy Christmas tree. I will go China, buy all my Christmas clothes. Buy gold. Buy for Kumbe. Go buy food their chop. They just bust ear and put on my ears and December is done. Then check BTC. I move my jaw. So Mr. Constant is saying that we should check the daily OB on gold. Is this a daily OB that I've mapped? And Mr. Constant, is it what you're talking about? This OB that I've mapped. Let me change it to slightly red. This one I've mapped slightly red like that. Je demandais que non. Qu'est-ce que vous pensez? What's your thought? Quelle est votre pensée par rapport à l'analyse qu'on vient de faire sur l'or? Donc, moi, plutôt, si l'or arrive à casser notre ligne de tendance là, et je vois un break en retest, comme ça, je vais plutôt vendre l'or. Vous voyez? So, I want us to do a small exercise like what we did yesterday. But this time around, let's do it on the DXY because we are almost validating the point of interest that we mapped yesterday. Vous voyez comment le marché a balayé pour tomber dans la zone où on a dit hier. Donc, j'aimerais que chacun d'entre nous analyse ce marché sur le graphique de 4 heures et nous dit, sur le graphique de peut-être quelle heure, sur le graphique de 4 heures et nous dit c'est que il y a une possibilité que le DXY va continuer à tomber, soit ça va monter. So everybody what is required to analyze this market. Then tell me if this market is going to buy from here or is going to still sell again. So we have like 10 minutes to run that small activity. So Mr. Constant is saying that the zone that he was talking about gold is what we have mapped. So it's okay. So please do answer this question. Let me see your analytics in the comment section on what you think about the next move for the DXY. Ten minutes. Let me see your own analytics and what you think. I'm waiting for your contribution in the comment section. J'attends votre contribution. J'attends votre analyse. So in the next few minutes, we are going to be starting. We'll start a correction and we'll put forward, please. But the 9 people have sent. Guys, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. So I'm going to be checking. Je vais commencer avec ce que Junior a fait. Junior, j'espère que tu es là. Hmm. Ouais. Ce que tu penses n'est pas mal ici, Junior, c'est bien. C'est bien, c'est bien. DXY buy. That was for Frank. So everybody is seeing a buy on gold, on the DXY. This Norbert, I think since the POI is also the last valid HL, we should wait if there is a confirmation to buy the oil. This price is okay. Good for your contribution.
So please, if you've already taken a sell on EU, can you go out and wait for confirmation?
You took a buy yesterday or today?
Today, sir.
Okay, on EU. We are going to look at that now.
No, a sell rather. I took a sell on EU
Okay,
this
sell,
morning.
yes.
Yeah.
But you could still allow the trade if your stop loss is well managed. How much is in your account?
About $6,000 dollars.
Okay, $6,000.
About 6K. Yes.
Okay. So what we are going to do here is simple. So let's go there. Because now, where we are now is to see a change of the XY. And I'll explain one or two things to you. So just be attentive and follow what I'm going to say. Where a market wants to change in phase, there is a period of what we call the creation of angle of deviation. So this market to leave from here and sell, there was a 2p moment that caused a deviation between the two waves, wave 1 and wave 2. And similar stuff happened here, wave 1 and wave 2. Similar here, wave 1 and wave 2. So as you can see clearly, that's what we have. And that's what the market has expressed. So now, where we are currently, it is true that market is into the POI that we did yesterday. So we did no wrong yesterday. So we are into that point of interest. Now, we need to be sure that the market within a point of interest has truly changed its market direction. What we are going to do is, we might not be waiting for market structure because this was the last high that the market created. So based on market structure, Market must be able to break above the last structure here, then get a pullback before we get in, which is going to take a couple of days. Maybe it will happen on Monday. But now what can we do right down there on the thinnest as possible? So now that we know that market is in our point of interest, let me just wipe out everything so I can have clarity on my chart. I don't like working with so many things on my chart. So here was POII, right? The good thing about this POI is that we have already had an inducement or like a fake mitigate, like a failed mitigation that did not happen at 50%. So what we are going to do here is we are going to confirm a change of trend, even on the smaller time frame possible. And by so doing, an implementation of a trend line is considered here. Now, based on the trend line principle, if I'm to look for a buy with peace of mind, then I must go above this line, a retest, before I buy. Donc, voilà les principes d'achat normal. Si on pouvait attendre trader l'index de dollar américain, on doit devoir attendre que le marché fait un rétrécissement et valide le changement de tendance avant qu'on s'engage. Vous comprenez donc? Et c'est pour cela maintenant que ça reste un peu truqué. Mais écoutez-moi bien, on pouvait toujours entrer au marché là-bas, mais en tenant compte le SL qu'on va mettre. So we could still enter the market here, but considering the SL that we are going to put, because the SL that we are going to be putting is very important. We cannot do without the SL. So right here, if I'm to do anything, then I will consider the following. Hey, who is this to now? So here we are. Dans ce que j'ai expliqué, c'était quoi? What I'm explaining here is that normally, the confirmation we can get on that smaller picture is there, but we can still move downward. We go again. So we can still go on a smaller picture like this, then check an internal trend line, like this trend line here. So if this market is able to go above the 50-minute trend line, are you guys seeing? If it goes above here, then a break and retest can lead the market at least to this structure here. So we are just waiting for the slightest confirmation. But as I've said, you could still enter your trade and hold if you are willing to risk some pips. Because for GPUSD, we are actually in an activated trade. What's it gonna do here now? This is our analysis on GPUSD. And lorsqu'on a dit qu'on peut entrer au marché là-bas, as we say, we could enter the market there. You must be willing to sacrifice a minimum of 70 pips as SL, because so no matter the manipulation, it doesn't kill you out. This is where your SL is 70 pips here. If this market wants to do anything like a delay, angle of creation, deviation, do anything here at the end of the day, is going to go. But you ought to be patient for the move. So, quelqu'un pouvait entrer au marché sans problème si la personne est prête sur le GBP USD à sacrifier minimum $70. Ça veut dire tout simplement que si tu as un compte de $100, tu dois entrer avec un lot de 0,01 et tu es prêt à perdre $7 si ça part contre toi. Si tu peux entrer. C'est ça qu'on appelle le risk tolerance. That's what we talk about, risk tolerance. So you look at your risk you accept your risk and you are willing to take a trade because you have accepted the risk behind it. And then you know how to play along with your lot size so that you don't lose something that can be detrimental to the health of your trade. So going back to the boil question on Euro USD, our brother was asking the question if he should go out of the trade and wait for a confirmation before he re-enter. Now, looking at this market can actually sell here without necessarily touching the POI, as long as the XY can sell, but can buy. So now the question is, how many pips is our stop loss if you are to take the trade here, where you are now like that, as you took the trade? The stop loss is still going to be around 70 pips. So a 70 pip stop loss on a well-managed account is not a big deal. So you can actually take your trade and then you place your SL at 70 pips. You allow the trade to run. So no matter the manipulation that is going to be taking place there, you know you are safe. So, but now you need to know exactly how much you are risking in the trade. But to me, as I earlier mentioned, once I am in a POI, especially on the DXY, I always like to map the low of that particular zone, which is this, because the market has a tendency not just to mingle around the POI, but it can actually come down as much as touching the POI herself. So price can come right down here, touch the POI directly. And that's one thing that I consider. So I still remain in a zone whereby movement is seemingly uncertain. Volume is going to be low. It is not a quick action. It's a whole trade that is going to be built, because this trade is going to lead us to a path of bullish DXY, maybe for the next 2 to 3 weeks or 1 month. So it's going to be a long-term trade. And there is no reason why we should rush the trade. So one, if you are to enter there, you must manage your risk. Where we are now like this, are what we call reversal patterns. Reversal patterns are what we see when the market wants to reverse. An example of a reversal pattern is a W shape. So as I'm switching into the point of interest, there's already a formation of a possible W shape. This market, as I said, can spend a couple of days here before finally taking off. So if somebody is taking a buy on the DXY here, for example, you just need to know where to set your stop loss so you don't put yourself into any problem. So, but we don't trade DXY. We trade what? Euro USD, GBP USD in correlation to DXY. So right here on Euro USD, if my opinion is being asked, I would say that if you have $6,000 in your trading account, then you can be willing to sacrifice $70 for this trade. You can go in with a lot of 0.01. The bigger your capital, the bigger the range of which your market can move inside, then the greater the potential to you to get into profit at the end of the day. The smaller the capital, the smaller you are going to set your stop loss, the less probable that market will go your direction. So a big capital size is a plus. So my information here is simple. At the same time, I'm also seeing a double top on gold on Euro USD. So if Euro USD is to respect this, then it's going to be excellent for us all, because we're waiting for it to form like a reversal pattern, which is forming. The DXY at the other end is doing something similar like that. So, but if you are to take a sell on Euro USD and GBP USD without price confirmation, you must set your stop loss at least 70 pips without any problem. So that is the trade we have on our hand right now. Something is about to get ready. That means a very good trade is about to get ready. So let me know in the comment section what you think about what we just did on the DXY in correlation to Euro USD and GBP USD.
Alors, prof,
Yes, yes, yes.
bonsoir. Je vais répondre à la question.
Oui, oui, allez-y, Junior.
Oui, c'est Junior.
Allez-y, Junior, je vous écoute.
OK. Bon, selon moi, il y a une parfaite corrélation entre l'index du dollar américain et, et l'euro USD. Parce que quoi,
Mhm.
entre ces deux paires, généralement, il y a toujours une qui, qui montre la confirmation avant l'autre. Comme par exemple sur le GSY, on peut
Oui,
voir il y a une prise de liquidité. Et maintenant, le marché est maintenant venu maintenant, est proche de la zone de retournement.
oui.
Pourtant sur l'euro USD, le marché n'est même pas venu prendre la liquidité, mais on est approche de la zone de liquidité du bas. Donc,
Donc,
qui veut dire
le
que
mouvement de DXY peut valider le mouvement de Euro USD sans toutefois aller
oui, c'est ça,
là où on est en train d'attendre. C'est ça, non?
oui, c'est ça, c'est ça.
Donc, on est à parfaite harmonie. Donc, don't tomber d'accord. So I can take my trade on Euro USD and on GBP USD because I see, but now the stop loss needs to be at least 70 pips. Parce que il y a des gens dans le there are people already in the main group that have taken the trade. It's going to be a long trade. It's going to take some time. Like in the main community, Mr. Gerard already took the trade. He took at 11. So some people already took the trade in the main community. So if you are to take now without any prior confirmation, please, you must respect that your stop loss must be at least 70 pips. So me, I'll be taking a single trade. My account size here is actually so my account size here is actually my account size I'm using here is $500. I'll be going in with a lot size of 0.05. So if I know I'm risking 70 pips in my $500 account, then it simply means that if I have to lose this trade, I'm losing just $5. I have no problem with this. I have no problem with this. So I'm going in for a sell on GU and a sell on EU. Donc, on a conclu que vu que l'index de dollar américain est dans notre point d'intérêt et en même temps est en train de créer un point auquel est en train de créer un double bottom et on pense bien que on pouvait aller à un petit trade un peu risqué. Mais en considérant que notre SL doit être bien grand pour ne pas se trouver dans les problèmes. Daniel Robinson says the DXY seems to form a head and shoulder pattern est valide. En même temps, Roy D, waiting for the change of direction in lower time frame is best move. OK, because Roy D est aussi pertinent. Donc, il y a deux groupes de personnes. Ceux qui pensent bien que on peut risquer 70 pips et ceux qui pensent bien que si on a pu attendre le marché de hier à aujourd'hui, attendre pour une petite confirmation n'est pas un problème. Alors, je suis bien d'accord avec ce que Roy dit parce que on peut chercher à avoir une confirmation sur le petit time frame. Dans ce cas, on peut aller avec quelque chose comme le graphique de 5 minutes, par exemple. Avec le graphique de 5 minutes, on va faire un petit travail. Et le travail qu'on va faire est simple. On va plus déterminer les structures baissières haussières de 5 minutes et on va aller avec l'idée de Roy. Et je vais vous donner l'autre possibilité. I'm going to be giving you another opportunity with what Roy is saying. I'm going to give you another opportunity with that on a 5 minute for the DXY. So we are going to map the 5 minute chart of the DXY, graphing our structures, high lows, be able to create a clear map zone comprenez-moi très bien. Si vous n'avez pas assez d'argent, vous pouvez vous focaliser pour faire une confirmation un peu comme ça, comme ce qu'on a dit de dire, comme Roy vient de dire. Et je préfère en fait même, I would prefer what Roy is saying. So we follow what the proposition of Roy. That is going to make us more careful in our execution or in what we are thinking. So this is what we got. The recent movement. So currently, the market has slowed down a little bit somewhere around here. We have a slowdown. There was a low, and currently we have here the last higher structure that was formed. Donc, on écoute très bien, s'il vous plaît. Pour ne pas se tomber dans les risques inutiles, comme pense M. Roy, si on part même sur le graphique de 15 minutes, on va se retrouver dans ce schéma que je viens de vous montrer. Le schéma est bien beau, bien clair. Qu'est-ce qu'on doit faire? What are we going to be doing? On va attendre que ce marché pousse pour casser ça, faire un retracement avant qu'on peut aller acheter. Donc, une confirmation comme celle-ci, retracement, et on y va. Donc, voici les moins risqués, moins raffinés, plus raffinés et moins risqués. On peut aussi en même temps aller avec un trendline comme celle-ci, que vous voyez. Et lorsque le marché nous fait un break en retest sur le 15 minutes, on peut aller-y pour un achat. Donc, deux options de trade aujourd'hui. Soit aller avec un stop loss de 70 pips sur le dollar américain et l'euro, et soit la livre sterling contre le dollar américain, où on attend une confirmation qui va casser la structure de 15 minutes sur l'index de dollar américain, soit le trendline, et avec un rétrécissement, on pourrait bien entrer au marché avec plus de confirmation. Donc, j'espère bien que ce que je viens d'expliquer est clair. I think that what we just explained now is clear enough, and that is exactly what we are going to be waiting for, as far as Roll is saying as well. So, let's try to match structures exactly as well on Euro USD. So let's try to see what are the structures that are available on Euro USD. What can we map on Euro USD? What can we do on Euro USD, especially on the 50 minutes or even on the 30 minutes? So this is exactly what we get. So this is a 50-minute chart that I've just put, and this is what we get. The market moves here, creates lows, creates a new high, somewhere around here. And this is ce qu'on est en train de faire sur l'euro, dollar. On pousse, on a ça. We move up to create this high. On a pratiquement ça aussi. On a ça, comme vous voyez. Et on quitte de là. On a le structure-ci. Et lorsque le marché repousse, ça crée un nouveau structure haussière quelque part ici, quelque part là. Donc, maintenant, sur le graphique de 30 minutes, on n'a pas vraiment eu un cassure. Mais lorsqu'on y a sur le graphique de 5 minutes, c'est comme si on avait une petite cassure. Donc, cette structure baissière qu'on voit ici là est faible en fonction de euro-dollar. Ce que j'aimerais confirmer, c'est la même structure que l'index de dollar américain. L'index de dollar américain, en fonction de 15 minutes, cette structure a été cassée. En fonction de 30 minutes, cette structure a été cassée et qui raffirme qu'on va valider la structure sur l'index de l'euro. Donc, ce qu'on attend, c'est un cassure. Pour ceux qui ne veulent pas aller avec un stop loss de 70 pips, ils peuvent attendre un cassure, un rétrécissement vers ici et avant de vendre. Si c'est sur l'or, je ne peux jamais entrer dans l'or sans la confirmation. Mais si c'est sur euro USD, GBP USD, I can go in without initial confirmation because the lot size is not as heavy as that of gold. I can just play around with my SL to make it a little bit bigger, giving me less risk in the market and let me be quite sure on what is going to be going on. So this is exactly what we should be expecting for a confirmation on the Euro USD chart. On GBUSD, our trade has been triggered. As I said, a couple of people have already grabbed this trade, and let's see how it develops. So, j'espère que l'explication est claire et que tout le monde est d'accord avec les propos qu'on a avancés par rapport au trade qu'on doit prendre. Et en même temps, il faut rester scotché sur vos graphiques pour ne pas rater l'opportunité idéale. Et lorsque, comme je vous dis, on revient sur l'analyse que notre ami, M. Emmanuel, a lancé au marché tout à l'heure, et où il s'attendait à acheter le marché comme vous voyez. Et on a dit non, il faut être attention parce que le marché peut casser, l'or est baissière. L'or est baissière. Je ne peux pas chercher maintenant à acheter l'or en connaissant tout bien que l'or est baissière. OK. Il y a l'une de nôtres qui vient de partager son analyse sur le US30. Sur le US30, quelqu'un d'autre de nous vient de partager avec nous sur Telegram. Mais avant d'arriver là pour réviser ce qu'il a dit, before we get to what he's saying, so we come back on gold, and that is gold. And bearish on gold. That's one thing. We have a low on gold here. We have a high on gold here. I'll put it black or a color different, blue. I'll have a low here for gold. So I know gold is targeting this. So I am leaving from the top to the bottom because before I left from the top here to the bottom. Bottom, je suis quitté ici, en haut. Je suis en train de quitter ici pour le bas. Et il faut éviter maintenant les achats parce que ça va cramer votre compte. Ça va vous écraser comme rien. Donc, les ventes sont privilégiées sur l'or. Les ventes sont privilégiées. Et si je voulais, en fait, trader l'or ici, il y a quelque chose que je peux faire. La toute première chose que je peux faire, c'est de suivre le mouvement baissier que j'ai déjà. Et lorsqu'on regarde ici, vous voyez que le trendline ne manque pas. Ça ne manque pas. Vous voyez la magie. Ça ne manque pas. 1, 2, notre trendline, et ça revient, ça touche là, et ça tombe comme les mangues. Maintenant, si je veux vendre, il y a deux options. Soit le marché s'il me refait un rétrécissement vers mon trendline rouge, ou ça passe, même aller vers mon trendline noir, et ça casse un peu en haut de ça pour balayer la liquidité, et puis je vends. Comme je vous explique, le trading, c'est l'opportunité. Trading is about opportunity. It is not about what you feel. It is not about what you think. It's about opportunity. So if I have the opportunity to sell gold above this black line, I'll be more confident to open a big lot size because I already know that this line has exposed that zone for people to sell the market, and their stop loss are lying where? Above there. So it's normal for us to find liquidity above that area. So if I'm to look for a sell here, if I have the opportunity to shoot gold above that area where liquidity is going to be grabbed, I'll be more happy you guys are getting, and I can even increase my lot size. That is about the opportunity we are talking about. You need to be different. A trader is a strategic human being. That means everybody is looking at the red trend line. Everybody is looking at the black trend line. I know that something is above this line, the black one. I know liquidity is lying there. And I say to myself, if this market can come back here, it's going to give me a better opportunity to shoot this market with less risk. Now, there are other people that are impatient. Once the market goes to the red line, they will sell. It might pass, hit their SL. Once it comes to the black line, they will sell. So you must be strategic. Because, comme M. Emmanuel a dit dès le départ, il a dit, ça ne va pas. Ça ne va pas parce qu'on le piège. C'est une question de liquidité. C'est une question de acheter à ceux qui veulent vendre. C'est une question de vendre à ceux qui veulent acheter. Donc, lorsqu'on se trouve ici, où est-ce qu'on peut facilement vendre le marché? Comme on voit le marché, regardez bien même ce qui se passe ici. Avant qu'on a cette vente, on a eu la résistance ici. We had a resistance here. You guys can see it very clearly. Everybody can see it. There was a pure resistance there. Et vous comprenez bien. Il y a des gens qui voulaient vendre le marché sur la résistance. Le marché arrive, comme je vous explique, on commence à vendre ici. Certains gens ont vendu, mais parce que si tout le monde vend, ça ne peut pas. Et si tout le monde est en train de vendre actuellement, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour vendre le marché? Il suffit d'acheter à eux. Donc, c'est de ramener le marché ici un peu plus haut parce que ceux qui ont dessiné, those who did the resistance here, forgot about this trend line, which is also a possible zone where you could sell. This resistance now was used for the liquidation creation because people set their SL above here. Vous avez les stop loss ici, beaucoup, ici là. Le marché vient balayer, vous voyez la vitesse. Ça balaye la liquidité là. Ça ferme les positions de vente ouvertes. Et lorsqu'une position de vente est fermée, ça veut dire que tu as acheté le marché. Donc, automatiquement, on a eu des acheteurs qui nous ont fourni de la liquidité pour vendre le marché. Le trading, ce n'est pas ce que vous pensez. Le trading, ce n'est pas de dessiner seulement. Non. Il y a une autre part de trading qui c'est la réflexion. So, you did the thinking part of trading. That you need to think out of the box. On doit réfléchir. Comme je vous expliquais tout à l'heure, j'étais en train de vendre l'or aujourd'hui. Et ce que j'ai raté m'a fait tellement mal. Comme je vous explique, ce que j'ai raté m'a fait tellement mal. Parce que quoi? Je ne m'attendais pas. Je ne m'attendais pas que je peux rater l'opportunité. Et après moi, le marché a bien vendu parce que j'ai entré au marché, j'avais augmenté mes lots, c'est allé à $600 de bénéfice. Je retire mon stop loss, j'amène vers mon entrée pour réduire maintenant mes risques. On vient taper et le marché part. Donc, ce que je vous explique ici est clair. Le trading, c'est question d'opportunité. C'est question de votre réflexion. C'est question de votre diligence, votre stratégie. On attend la liquidité. On sait que les gens ont vendu le marché ici. Ils ont vendu ici. Et ils veulent prendre le take profit ici. Mais si nous, on ramène le marché ici vers eux, on traverse l'endroit-ci, on monte mais encore un peu plus, ils vont fuir. En ce temps, écoutez-moi très bien, en ce temps, on peut voir ici, ici un peu en haut, une structure qui n'a pas encore été déviergée. Vous comprenez? Voici ça. Je ne sais pas si on peut trouver quelque chose d'important là-bas sur le 30 minutes. Donc, voici ça. À 45 minutes, je pense bien qu'il y a quelque chose d'important ici. Il y a quelque chose d'important ici, comme vous voyez là. Donc, pour que je puisse vendre l'or aujourd'hui, ce serait mieux d'attendre la liquidité, le marché balaye jusqu'ici avant qu'on vende l'or. Donc, voici l'opportunité que moi, je peux appeler la communauté à entrer. Si ça ne me donne pas ça, je n'ai pas de problème. À part, donc je vous donne ça. Je peux dire, OK, lorsque ça va arriver là, je veux appeler, je veux dire entrer dans l'or. Parce que là où je suis que la liquidité a été balayée, et ça va aller vers nous. Vous comprenez? Ça va aller vers d'autres directions. On ne fait pas le counter trading. Ça veut dire que quoi? On ne trade pas contre la direction du marché. On évite. Le pullback peut se produire. Oui, bien vrai, mais on ne trade pas contre la direction du marché. Donc, voilà ce que je peux vous dire sur le graphique de l'or. Je pense bien que c'est bien expliqué. On a bien touché le point qu'il fallait. Et USD Japanese Yen, il ne nous donne pas l'opportunité de même guider ce qui se passe. Le gars fuit seulement. Donc, en fait, je trade beaucoup plus de monnaie majeure en considérant que voilà ce qui se passe. Et je tiens compte à l'analyse partagée par notre confrère sur Telegram. Et je vais partager avec vous US 30. Je vois, je vois, je vois, je vois, je vois, je vois, je vois. So this is more of a swing trade. NZD USD.
So there is fundamentals on the USD in 7 minutes time.
What news is up today?
They say unemployment claims.
Yeah, it's just going to be a short time reaction. It's not going to be high. It's not going to be a very high news, high impact news. It's just going to be something short. It's not that bad. It's going to bring some volatility in the market. So let's watch it before we go. So those are the setup that I will be observing throughout. I've given you all what I will be observing. I have to be very careful not to miss them. Let's see what unemployment claims will bring. Yes, I also said that for those who have small account, please do put it in your cents account. $10, $20, $100. Put all those in the cents account.
Prof, see what you were explaining. Gold is jumping up, going back to that location, that point of interest we're talking about.
Dropping out everyone. So that if you are just to sell like that, you're in trouble.
I had taken a trade on gold to sell, and I had block entry. The thing is coming already around my point of entry. It means he will kick me out if he passes.
But the most important is that you have block entry. But me, if I'm to shoot goal, I don't joke. Hey, I can sit the whole day without taking the trade. But when I take the trade, I have a greater a conviction. Mm. You cannot base yourself on small movement now. You must wait for your zone. There's a trend line here. This is a trend line that is making it react now. All of these things they call noise. You get they call that noise. Positive for the US dollars.
Yeah.
Unemployment claims is positive for the US dollars. So a strong dollar. If there's a strong dollar, that means gold is going to sell further. If there's a strong dollar, the effect of the news. Ooh. Those my risky people on Euro USD. Those of us who took Euro USD and accepted our 70 pips SL were in profit. All those who are in Euro USD and accepted their 70 pips, even GP USD. Ooh, sweet tune. Sweet tune. Sweet tune. If it doesn't pull back now, the people with small account now start to refine their SL with one crime. But now, wait, it's a good move. It's good that he has broken above that area. We are definitely going to have a pullback after it breaks above the red line. So we are good, and it's making some sense. Gold is expected to just sell but the guy is playing Jangi there. So we must wait price to come to our zone. In a forex trading, you as a trader, you don't go for price, but price comes to you. Okay, send to the secretary. Her name is Boda. So send to the financial secretary. Someone will do the ballot. The person that is supposed to win based on the ballot will just forward to the person. Let me give you a secret there. Mr. Emmanuel, are you there? Mr. Constant, are you there? Let me give you guys a secret. The best thing you can do is to, when you are waiting, occupy yourself with other things. Don't just open your chat and sit in front like that. You'll be tempted to do things that you never wanted to do. You'll be tempted to do errors. So, quand tu attends, tu n'es pas obligé d'ouvrir ton graphique comme ça là. Tu ouvres tes yeux, tu cales là-bas. Non. C'est que j'attends que le prix va venir là-bas. Ça va venir. Mais, tu passes ton temps à regarder. Ils vont te tromper. Les chandeliers, ce que vous voyez va vous tromper. Je vais seulement réagir quand ça va venir ici. Ça ne vient pas ici, non. Tu ne réagis pas. Point final. Pour l'or, je ne réagis pas. Lorsque tu es déjà ça dans la tête, tu n'es pas là pour regarder chaque seconde. Tu vérifies de temps en temps si le marché approche à ton point. Lorsque ça approche dans ton zone, tu restes fixe pour exécuter. Are you guys getting? Are we there?
We are getting, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, guys. I want to create some social media content. So I think that I'm in the office, so I'm observing the chat. So immediately price gets to our area, we execute all of us. So mate, I'm already in a trade on USD. I'm already in a trade, but my SL is big, my stop loss is very small. If a confirmation is done, I'm going to increase my risk. Done. Let's observe. If there's anything, please signal in the group. For those who are in the Bear Forest Jangi group, please go and check the information in the Jangi group. Send your phone the gas money. Contribution is starting today evening. So the ballots will be done by the financial secretary, and the list of those who will be benefiting will be placed out to you all. So please get ready for that. If you want to join the Jangi, the Bear Forest Jangi, let me know. We can add you up. We are starting today is 100,000 francs monthly. So the first month is December, first week of every month. So if you are there, you want to do it, let us know and we can include you. So, Ambi. So, let's be observing. This Thursday might be a good Thursday for all of us to print some real dollars. So let's just be observant and be careful. We are going to hit it right there. See you in your various group.